Today, we will observe A+ masterclass level setups, talk about how to find specific trade entries. Of course, we will keep using our best indicator with our best momentum-based scalping strategy. There are so many subjects to discuss today. If you are ready, shall we begin? Let's talk about this really great and interesting setup from Bitcoin. As you can clearly see, we have a very large and multi-layered imbalance area right in the middle of the chart. But today I want to focus on something a little bit different and more interesting. Please take a look at the 4 different time frame swing failure patterns, which happen all at the same time and align perfectly. Now, this is my 2025 combo update. In addition to our existing multi-level imbalances, we will now also explore and discuss multi-swing failure patterns for better confirmation and stronger signals. If everything is very clear and understandable, let us move down to the lower time frame to find potential entry points and talk more in detail about the setup. Please see this support and resistance flip area. It is just perfect and very clear SR flip change, clearly showing how the price interacts with these levels. And it is not just a simple support and resistance flip. This is a very important masterclass amplifier, which happens to be previous week high point. So it naturally acts as strong bounce point in the market. Now let me zoom in on the area to explain further in much more detail again. First of all, you can clearly see a target below, which I call the PDL, the previous day low level, giving a clear reference for traders. And once the area of support and resistance flip forms its bounce, you can notice an inner market structure break happening very clearly here. The rest of the entry is just a classic price action, nothing really complicated at all. We did this a lot of times. An inner imbalance appears, followed by a deeper pullback, and then you can maybe set a limit order or jump in with a market order if you prefer. But at most, you must use a 2-hour setup, because in these crazy and volatile markets, I don't want to risk very large setup just to gain much bigger profits quickly. Now let's look at another example from BNB, Binance USDT futures. Again here what you can see is a very nice and clear support and resistance flip in the 15-minute chart, which happens inside a very large imbalance and noticeable imbalance if you pay close attention. There is this interesting inner liquidity sweep here. But we also have this gigantic imbalance that still needs to be covered, as you can see. So if I had to set a limit order here, I would probably place it right below the inner liquidity level, but with enough cushion and a proper stop loss to cover all the imbalance below. When you place your stop losses, you just need to make sure you cover enough areas, because if you use very tight stop losses, especially in the crypto markets, you will get stopped out far too often and lose more than necessary. Now this time, let's open the higher time frames to discuss further. If you look above, you will notice the multi-imbalance area where our trade happened. Now what I want to talk about here is again the addition of the swing failure pattern. I have to say that swing failure patterns may not happen all the time, but they are great confluences to look for as additional support for our trades. And again, if you look on the right side, you will clearly see the multi-swing failure pattern, especially on hourly time frames. It's very obvious and easy to identify once you focus on it. Now, I have a little suggestion for you. Of course, you can look for swing failures in all time frames, on the lower time frames like 15, 30 or 45 minutes. It is possible, but if you focus on the lower time frames, it can be very choppy. and the patterns may not be as clear or reliable like the hourly charts. I hope you now understand how to use multi-imbalances in combination with multi-swing failure patterns effectively at the same time. Completed the free trading course but still need more? My master classes teach liquidity, imbalance, and the market structure in detail. Combine them with forward and reverse trading using momentum superboxes and yo-yo cost average entry models. After that, you will master scalping with a one-screen free trading view indicator, a revolutionary trading system. Finally, you will learn to invest your profits using my 10-year swing investing with working agent system. Interested? Please see the video description.